What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another one. And I gotta say, man, this one I'm kind of about. Not because of anything that I personally feel, because if you've watched my stuff, you know that I wear my opinions on my sleeve, man, and I don't really care. Some people consider my opinions radioactive, toxic, blah, 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 whatever. But I figured I had to make a video on this, even though I gotta be honest with you, I feel like crap. But that's not your business. That's not, what you're here for. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you guys hear my voice a little different, it's because, man, I feels like it's swallow a razor blade right now. I feel like crap, you guys. But I needed to come through for you guys anyways. I needed to make a video about this because this is absolute horse shit. We're gonna react here to another Asmongold clip. And this is actually gonna be, excuse me, this is going to be based on Gamergate 2, what they're dubbing Gamergate 2. And I got to tell you, man, this is complete and total horseshit, dude. These people want you to believe, before I even get into the video, I want you to see something. Not that Wikipedia is like some sort of haven or bastion of journalistic integrity or anything, and not that you should always go to it. But look at this for a second. Gamergate, or Gamergate GG, was a loosely organized, misogynistic online harassment campaign and a right-wing backlash against feminism, diversity, and progressivism in video game culture. First off, I used to believe that there shouldn't be any such thing as gatekeeping. I used to believe that anybody who wants to play should be able to play. I also used to believe that there was no such thing as a slippery slope. Guess what I believe now in 2024, you guys? The slippery slope is real, and these people are lunatics, okay? Look at this crap here. They want to talk about Zoe Quinn as if she's some, benevolent entity or something, and I'm not gonna even get started on her because in my opinion, she's a gigantic piece of shit. But look what it says here. Gamergate's created conspiracy theories accusing Quinn of an unethical relationship with video game journalist Nathan Grayson. Are they gonna say what happened with Nathan Grayson? Because if you're gonna say his name, say what happened. Explain what happened to Nathan Grayson. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't even know if I can talk about what happened with Nathan Grayson on YouTube. I'm way too new for this, and I don't want my channel deleted or whatever, and I don't want to get yoked. But Nathan Grayson, what happened to him was a tragedy, you guys. And it was because of Gamergate. And it was because of Zoe Quinn. And it's not a conspiracy theory when it... Dude, let me not get too heated about this because I got my health to think about. But let's check out this clip, and let's see what the very wise, notice the sarcasm there, the very wise Asmongold, let's see what he has to say about this. I have agreed with him in the past. I'm kind of pissed off at him about the Melanie Mac situation, but what can I do, man? I gotta get over that, and I gotta. If I want to not be a hypocrite, I have to approach this with the same level of intellectual objectivity, and I'm trying to do that, even though this guy has proven himself to kind of be a scumbag in the past. But let's go ahead and listen to what he's got to say, and hopefully he's on the right side of this, right? Let's see.
What's this?
Department of Homeland Security funded Take This just put out a document demanding that game companies denounce Gamergate 2.
Responding to Gamergate 2? What? The fuck is this? If you're reading this, you've probably been hearing about what's happening now being called Gamergate 2. It's the latest targeted harassment campaign within the game.
You might have watched a video of mine on Sweet Baby Inc. There is no such thing as a harassment campaign. You want to know who really started the harassment? The harassment started when executives from Sweet Baby Inc. started doxing people. Started saying online, hey, this guy's a scumbag. Get this motherfucker banned, because that's what they did.
games industry, and it's aimed at Sweet Baby Inc. Oh, this is that article that wasn't true. Yeah, so the quote text here is about the article that wasn't accurate. You may be at a loss to know how to talk about the issue and what, if anything, you can do. That's where we come in. Who's we? Who the fuck are these people? Branding, that like they were funded partially by the Department of Homeland Security. Large-scale harassment.
Am I surprised? Go ahead. Ask a former police officer if he's surprised that one of these alphabet agencies is involved in some shady shit that they really shouldn't be involved in. Go ahead. Ask me if I'm surprised.
Campaigns like this fuel and are fueled by political events as political rhetoric heats up. Oh, so they're saying like this is happening because of the elections? Really? Well, then I guess the person that lived in Brazil that started that group, I guess he must have started the group because of the 2024 American political election. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course.
Okay, listen. That's a little ignorant because just because the guy lives in Brazil doesn't mean he can't be a bot or one of these agents. If you believe that the government doesn't do anything that's below board, that they can't employ someone that's outside of our country, I mean, I've got a bridge to sell you because I don't know what level of naivete you could possibly be living with that you could believe any of that. Remember, two different things can be true even though they contradict one another. Okay, it might very well be possible that that guy lives in Brazil and is working against American interests. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's happening. I'm just saying we can't close our minds off to the fact that he could be doing this because of the election. But this has nothing. Look, this guy Cabrutus Rambo that you're seeing here, this is all horse shit. Okay, he was trying to just get the story out about Sweet Baby Inc. and he's been vilified as if he's a bad person when all he did was say this is horseshit. And yeah, the company has done a couple good games, but the vast majority of them are trash. And that's, you can say, oh yeah, art is subjective, but if it's a trash game, bro, chances are people are gonna say that's a trash game. If you like a game, like for example, I love the movie Con Air. I love that movie. Do you think people give that movie an award-winning response? No, man. But you know what? It's still one of my favorite movies. It's probably in, the top 100 movies that I would take on a deserted aisle. If you said, oh, movies or TV, I would take Con Air in a second. It'd be like that for me. Armageddon, Con Air, The Boondock Saints, all that good stuff. Come with me. Come on board.
Duh. So basically, like, these people are trying to say that, like, you want to go out of your way to, like, start defending this shit. I'm gonna just be real, right, with this. I think that these people are completely losing the internet culture war. I think that people are tired of being told what to do by people who are obviously the thing that they complain about. Like, I don't want to be told how to not.
Alyssa Mercante, hi, you can't be racist against white people. Thanks for tuning in. You're part of the problem, sweetheart. You're part of the problem. And yeah, I'm going to call you sweetheart, and I'm going to be a little patronizing because you know what? Has nothing to do with misogynism. Has to do with ignorance.
Be racist by a racist. It's like basically who decided that these people have any authority at all? Nobody, because the truth.
I agree with him, although in hindsight, it's a little hypocritical for Asmongold to be talking about who has the authority and how can they have the moral authority to. I think you get it.
Truth is that the customer decides. And if the customer doesn't like something, the customer can vote with their money. And so if you don't like this kind of stuff, you don't like.
I agree. And I don't like this guy anymore, but I agree. Not that I ever liked him, but you know what I mean.
Games and video, like game companies trying to support this kind of shit, which again, this is a complete, by the way, this is a complete and dishonest mischaracterization of what's happening.
That's very true. Just go on Twitter. Just go on X. You'll see.
This entire thing started because a Brazilian individual, keep in mind, Brazilian, not American. So American racial politics don't have anything to do with this because it's a fucking Brazilian. A Brazilian person makes a group on Steam, and then an employee of Sweet Baby tries to start a campaign on Twitter to not only report and get the group removed, but to on top of that, ban that user's account.
Dox his ass. Don't forget dox, because that to me is the most important part. Because the problem is when you get doxed on the internet, there's a slew of lunatics who have nothing better to do but ruin your life. And if you don't believe me, just look at things like what happened with Zoe.
That's the reason why people started pushing back against this stuff. Because I think people are in general tired of having these bullies, but they're not normal bullies. They're literal, like, instead of cry babies, they're cry bullies. They do the bad thing, and then whenever you treat them like a person that does bad things, then they act like they're victims. It's disgusting. And I think everybody sees
Coño. He's right. He's right.
right through it.
Look, guys. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has moral authority to tell you what's right and what's wrong. At the end of the day, you have the right, thank God, if you live in one of the Western countries on the planet, right? You have the authority, the ability, the right to vote with your wallet. But let me tell you something. Objectively, video games have gone down the toilet. Dude, I don't know. I'm ancient enough to remember GoldenEye and how much fun that was. And I remember how we could play Star Fox 64 and Mario Kart 64 and all these games. And none of it had forced diversity down our throats, okay? As you guys might know, I'm 100% Cuban. My great-grandparents came to Cuba from Spain. So I'm Hispanic. I'm 100% Hispanic. Technically, if you want to say that, a lot of people would say I'm brown. Even though that's not a real thing, but that's another video. I'm a minority, right? Do you know who my favorite characters were growing up? Batman and Spider-Man. They don't even share the same religion as me. Maybe some interpretations of Batman have them as Catholic, but they don't even share the same religion as me, dude. They're not white. I mean, I'm technically not white. I mean, they're white. Technically, I am white, but that's, again, a different story because there's no such thing as brown, right? It's just you're a white Hispanic, you're a black Hispanic, you're mixed race Hispanic, whatever. I'm a white Hispanic. I never looked at Peter Parker and said, you know what, bro? I would like that character. Too bad he's not Cuban. Man, Batman is the shit. I wish he was Hispanic. I wish that this Latin X thing was all over the place. I never said that. So, at the end of the day, you guys gotta vote with your wallet, and you gotta tell these people what's right or what's wrong. I can't make that decision for you. I can only be here to help guide you guys with my opinion. But at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. I might be wrong. If I am, correct me down in the comments, you guys. Let me know how you feel. If you want to comment, that'd be great. Anything you guys can do to help out with the algorithm, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I do read all your comments. I do read them, and I try to reply to all of them. So please get that in. Let me know. This has got me curious, man. I'd like to think that the majority it's the silent majority, and that most people are on the side of objective reality. But Clown World has got me thinking, and I don't know, man. I don't know. But let me know, you guys. In the meantime, be safe, be good to one another, and stay based. Always stay based.